pretty sure I would be most likely beaten. So I decided to check back, be a little passive check back, because now all the draws, busted draws, not gonna call anyway. So and let's continue from there. Some of the time I lose my action, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. But on this turn, I think he 3-bet me pre-flop, and that should have been a fold already. But I think actually, wait, what happened was no. I think actually I remember this hand. He didn't 3-bet me pre-flop. I raised and he cold call, and what happened was I c-bet the flop and he raised right away, and I had known him a fill hand earlier. What happened was the same situation happened. I opened and he cold call, and he calmed me down with top pair without raising at all. He just calmed me down with top pair, top kicker. So when he raises drawy board, his cold calling range is going to be a lot of draws. So I decided to call the turn and see what happened. And the turn, it is a scare card, but I'm gonna call one more because there's a lot of clubs draws he raising with on the flop, and his range is pretty much really polarized, because if he doesn't the hand earlier where he doesn't raise with top pair, top kicker, that means that he's only raising this flop with like basically set and over pair where he decided to call. But even with those set and over pair, majority of the time people like to wait till the turn to raise anyway. So when he raises his flop, his proportional range is going to be a lot of draws. And on the river, that 5 is pretty much a Hamid's card, and my read was right, and he did c-bet with his busted draws once he raised the flop. So it's good to have note, because if you know someone is really tight and someone that wouldn't raise with top pair, top kicker, or two weak pair, that means that when they do decide to raise, it's going to be really polarized, meaning that it's going to be more towards draws when the board's is drawy. So you should want them to just c-bet their busted draws. And if it was had the draw complete on the river, I would definitely fold. There would be no reason for me to call, because now I can't beat any of his range. And here he dunked to me, so I'll just raise right away. There's no reason to slow play. There's a lot of draws out there, so if people have draws, they're definitely gonna call anyway. So you want to just build a huge pot, and your equity is still really good. Or people could be drawing dead with other pair. So it goes dunk, I raise, he cold call 2-bet, and he 3-bet. I think he 3-bet, and I think he 3-bet already. Yeah, he 3-bet and I cap, and depose call, and I just made a c-bet. And now he decided to raise again. The only hand I'm really worried about is a set of 10, and everything else I should be able to beat, because he doesn't have 8-9 here, unless he's cold calling raise. Shouldn't raise that there unless it's 8-9 of heart. So when he raises again, he could be doing this with two pairs or over pair, which likely. But since there's a third player already in there, my equity is really good, and the only two combo I'm really afraid of is pocket pocket 10, and he shouldn't have pocket 7. Their 31 shouldn't have pocket 7 because he wouldn't 3-bet me that on the turn. That would be really stupid. So I decided to just cap right away since 3-bet right away since the other guy seems like he's willing to go in the pot anyway. And once this guy deep post cap, a lot of my eyebrow are raised because it's pretty much I don't know what's wrong with the screen again right now. I think the screen's messing up, but basically he had pocket 10, and there's no reason for me to lead the river or check raise the river because players don't just cold call and then decide to just once they get around to them they cap. That's basically a sure sign for like a monster slow play. I guess I could just call the turn raise, but I think that would be a little bit too weak. And so I think I like my play, but yeah, I think I like my play. It just happened that he had the pocket 10. There's no reason for me to do anything there. And that was a really bad peel by him. So I instead of replacing him, the blue is tight player, passive player, because as I was explaining earlier, there was a hand where he didn't raise any of the street when he has top pair, top kicker when he cold call pre-flop. So 2 bad hand in a row where he raised the flop with draws and c-bet down, and that hand where he peel with jack queen suited and where he has no draws, no pretty really weak hand, where you shouldn't think about peeling that flop at all. He peeled twice, so I replaced him with a green, which is fish. And on this hand, I don't think I like my play that much. When he just called down like that and pop d5 river, check raise d5 river. My thinking was that he could be doing this, repping something, where he doesn't have that 5, because he's really laggy too. He's really laggy and like he likes to call down a lot. You didn't see his stat, but he likes to call light and sometimes make weird play. And I decided to call, because the pot is 32, almost basically 11 to 1. The pot's pretty big, and just calling one more. Just the chance of him, bluffing. Does he bluff here? 10% of the time to make my call break even, or break even, or 11% of the time. I mean, less than 10% of the time for me to call this to make it break even. And I decided to just call this one time, and other time I'll just fold here. But when you check raise here, his range is gonna be a lot of 5, basically, because otherwise he wouldn't he would have definitely check raised with a 7 somewhere, or an 8. I think I checked back the flop and I see bet the turn, and he just called. But I think an 8 would check raise somewhere, or with the diamond draws he would have check raised somewhere. So there's not a lot of there's not a lot of draws here. That's his range is pretty much 5 and better. And I decided to call anyway. since the pot is pretty big. But next time when that situation happen, I'll just full, next time around, and that way I won't be exploded. I won't call there, all the time. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. But I didn't see the result, but I think I lost. I'm not sure. My next video, I'm gonna make a video of ranges, pre-flop raising range, and 3-betting range, and calling range, pre-flop. So for the viewer that just start watching, that just start deciding to play limit Hold'em, and I'll probably make a video about it. And I think I'm gonna end it here. It's this recording is about 36 minutes, so I'm just gonna end here. Just one last hand. One last interesting hand. It's gonna happen hopefully soon. But this video should be like the last one, where the first half is gonna be just a video of me playing with no audio. So if anyone's interested in watching the whole thing without any without my voice, let's see how fast the action are. You guys are welcome. And I think we'll just talk about this hand, and then we'll end it here. I'm here, on the river. I see bet twice. He called twice. There's no reason to bluff, or if I'm betting here, I'm value betting, because he's gonna be calling basically with all the hand. This is like a situation where if he has a busted draws, you're basically beating all the busted draws, so there's no reason to bet. And when he does call, it's gonna be all the hands that you lose to, so there's no reason to bet here. And there, majority of the time, if you're trying to pull out like ace high, the board is, even though it looks kind of drawy, a lot of players like to call with ace high anyway, so the pot, I don't think is big enough for you to be doing that. If you have a better ace, I mean, you can value bet some of the time. Some of the time, you don't want to do that all the time. And it just depends on the opponent too. And now I'll just end it here. I hope you guys liked my video. Comments or suggestions are always welcome. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later.